Hey there, Capricorn. Welcome to your reading for the week of February 3rd. Wrong camera. You start with the Queen of Diamonds and the ship, the Ten of Spades. Some of you have like a choice to make here, I feel, and that's kind of like what's popping into my head. With this energy is that there's a choice, or you could be at some sort of crossroads, or you could have like a decision to make here in your life. And pretty interesting, you have the Ten of Spades is called the ship, and it can represent travel, movement, moving on to something. It's almost like you are making a decision. Okay, this is making more sense now. The Seven of Swords had me a little bit kind of thrown off there at the beginning of the reading. Not that I consider the Seven of Swords to be a bad card, because I don't. The Seven of Swords is a golden card. Golden cards in the tarot are meant to be positive no matter what. And so it can just represent doing something in a different way. And, he's going to war, but instead of going to war, he is stealing those swords from the army in the background. And so he's just doing something differently, and he is sneaking away. Again, it can kind of just represent doing something in a different way. But the Seven of Swords can also come up when we are where we are or we have been taking something too seriously. He has polka dots on his cloak here, and the polka dots in the tarot can come up when we're taking things too seriously, and they basically remind us to be more playful or to not take things too seriously. And so I feel like there's a choice or a decision that you have recently made. It's almost like you've made up your mind here, Capricorn, on something, because we have the Eight of Wands also showing up here. The Eight of Wands is very quick movement, but it can also represent very quick mental movement as well. So I think you've made up your mind about something. You're feeling called or pulled towards something in your life that you want. The Judgment card can, of course, represent answering the call to your purpose. It can also represent listening to your higher self. This is your higher self angel. You also have the Eight of Wands right next to it. So Eight of Wands is communication. If you are getting any sign, symbols, synchronicities to move towards anything, again, we see a lot of movement here in this reading. We have the ship, the very first card, Knight of Wands, Six of Wands, Eight of Wands. These are all cards of like quick movement. And so if you are feeling pulled towards something, I would definitely make your move here, Capricorn. I feel like I've been saying this to you for weeks. So, definitely time to make a move is what I would say with these cards. You could also just be feeling more confident with the Judgment card, because it's almost like I feel this card is saying you're getting the answers you've needed to make a move. You have the Six of Wands. You will be successful. You will be victorious. The Six of Wands can represent a victory or success coming in for you. He has also been to war, but he is coming back and he's being celebrated. So again, it's like whatever move you're thinking about making here is going to be a success with the Six of Wands. The cards are literally laid out that way. So I feel very good about this first row. And I don't think you've made this move yet, although, you're all different. So maybe some of you have made a move in like work or business or career or whatever you're doing, and it looks good. With the Seven of Swords, yes, you have the Ten of Wands. There's probably, if you haven't come up with a move, some of you, like I said at the beginning, I think I said something about a breakthrough. It's almost like you have been doing things the hard way for too long, which kind of makes sense. And the Ten of Wands is the hard way. He is burdened, but, the Ten of Wands really isn't that bad of a card either. He's very close to his home back here, so he's about to have a harvest, and those 10 Wands represent his harvest. But, again, with the Judgment card here, I really wouldn't be surprised to have the Tower come up, and actually it would be a good thing if the Tower shows up in this reading, because Tower and Judgment is a major revelation, a major wake-up call, like a big breakthrough, a light bulb moment. And we kind of have that here because we do have the Sun, and the Sun shines a light on things that are important to us, or important information. But again, I'm just saying that the Tower would be good. The Eight of Wands is pretty close, is good, but again, I think there's some sort of breakthrough that where you've been doing things the hard way and there's an easier solution. With the Judgment card, you have the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is a card of learning as you go. She does not necessarily know how she's going to accomplish her goal. She has a sunflower here, and the sunflower points towards the sun. So she is just having to follow her desire. She just desires to do something, and so she goes and does it, but she doesn't know what the journey is going to entail. She's not sure what action she has to take, but all she knows is that she desires to do something, and she will learn as she goes, which I think is an amazing energy for you, Capricorn. I think learning as you go is kind of like what you need, the energy you need to embrace. It's having the confidence to do something without knowing what the outcome is going to be. And that's kind of what the reading is telling me. With the Six of Wands, you have the Chariot. Definitely a victory. So this is very good. The Chariot is about moving in a new direction as well. So a lot of you could be moving in new or better directions just in general. Next, in the area of what's coming in for you, you have a Soul Family card. It says, prepare to meet those who share a similar frequency level as you. You have the Three of Cups coming up in the next row as well, which is an amazing card for your community or the people around you. You have this Gemini card. It says, speak your truth. It says, choose your words wisely. Remember that words have consequences. And we do have that Eight of Wands. So, I would be careful of the words that you use just in general. I would be careful who you tell what to, although I don't feel bad about this at all. I think that if anything, there's positive communication coming in for you, but I still would choose your words carefully. You have the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups tells me that it's very important that you protect your vibe right now. The Nine of Cups, yes, it can represent wish fulfillment, but the reason that he is getting wish fulfillment is because he's in perfect alignment with what he wants. That means that everything is in alignment. His relationships, his connections, his energy, his thoughts, his habits, they all are pointing towards one thing, what he wants, right? Chariot, same thing. Chariot is as above, so below. So he has these stars up here, these moons down here. These sphinxes are not attached to the Chariot, and he is just trusting that those sphinxes that represent the mysteries of the universe are bringing him in the right direction because he's in alignment with what he wants. You have that Speak Your Truth card. You have to speak in alignment with what you want. That means you cannot use negative words against yourself. You have that Soul Family card, which says you also have to surround yourself with the right people and not the people that drag you down. So I would make sure that you're kind of like putting up boundaries. Even though this card doesn't represent boundaries, it says that you might need to have boundaries if you want to be in alignment. And I would make sure that everything you're doing matches the sun. Plain and simple, right here. So whatever it is that makes you happy, or whatever it is that you're desiring at this time, I would make sure everything adds up to this right here. You have the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands is quick success or a quick conclusion, can absolutely represent communication. Also an amazing card for momentum. You also go up to the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands can be a spontaneous journey where it's like you're doing something spontaneous in your life. You're not sure where it's going to go, but again, I think you're on this journey of like following your desires or your enthusiasm, or something is inspiring you to take action on it, whatever it is. Could be like a goal, wish, dream. It does, for a lot of you, looks financial because you have the Eight of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles here. So there's clearly something that you've been working on that you want to accomplish with the Eight of Pentacles. And yeah, looks good. You have the Ten of Swords. Again, there might be certain things like habits or people that you have to remove from your life. Ten of Swords is a card to me that really represents a blessing in disguise. He's making the symbol right here that represents a blessing. So yes, it can you could be uncomfortable cutting certain people out of your life, or you could be uncomfortable removing a habit. Habits can become a comfort zone. Watching Netflix for 6 hours a day can be a comfort zone, but it can make you sad that you can't watch The Walking Dead like I am for like the 10th time in a row. But at the same time, you'll be more productive if you don't. So I feel that you could be making important decisions to work on your habits or the things that are important, right? So let's see here, Capricorn. With the Nine of Cups, you have the Three of Swords. Three of Swords is about healing the heart. So again, another thing you can work on to get into alignment is forgiving the past. I just feel, we have so much stuff that will be going through Pisces between like now and March, pretty much, and there will still be some stuff in there after, of course, but that's like the peak is March. And what I would say is that Venus will be going retrograde there. We have the North Node there. The North Node is a little interesting because North Node can be kind of like karma, or we have a lot of stuff that I think, in Saturn as well. We have Saturn in Pisces, which can be karma. And so, yeah, it's just kind of like a weird time where I feel we need to like forgive the past and let go of the past. It's almost like we have two choices. We can be super bitter about things that have happened to us, or we can look at the lesson and go the other direction. And that's what I would choose, is the direction of forgiveness forgiveness. I'm not even just talking about people here. I'm talking about things that happened to you, lessons you learned, all that stuff. And it's like if you choose that more positive direction at this time, very powerful time. We have 600 planets in Pisces between now and March. So, that's what I would be doing with this energy. With the Eight of Wands, you have the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords is laser-like focus, and that seems to be very important in this reading. It is another card of a victory. I mean, you have a lot of cards of like winning or winning big here, Capricorn. So I think a lot of you could be having some big wins at this time as well. But maintaining that focus and keeping your eye on the prize. Maybe that's a better way to put it with this reading. With the Ten of Swords, you have the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is about seeing things clearly for the first time. She only has clouds halfway up her body, and now she's seeing clearly what she needs to do. And so, again, there could be a lot of clarity coming in for you as well. Next, in the area of messages from your future self, you have this Treasure Island card. This is the As Above, So Below card in this deck. You have this Co-Create card as well. So working with the right people is going to be important for you as well. I'm pretty sure this has come up for you many times in the past, that you need to be very careful of the people that are in your life. Again, I don't believe tarot has to be like drama. Like, you don't have to create, problems with people to get rid of them or anything like that. Just if you have negative people in your life, avoid them. It's just that simple. Or limit your exposure to those people, right? Now, the people who you can co-create with, who lift you up, then those are the people that you want to spend extra time with. And those are the people you really want to surround yourself with. So that's what I would do here. You have the Knight of Wands and the Hermit. These two cards wanted to come out together. So the Knight of Wands is about going on adventure. The Hermit is basically saying to me that you're ready. That's what I feel intuitively on this card. The Hermit has been through a dark night of the soul. He's found his inner light. He's been climbing a mountain, which you definitely have all of Pluto in your sign. Now that it's out of your sign officially, never to come back. Thank God you will be dead next time Pluto comes back to your sign, right? Because it'll be 200 and something years before it comes back to Capricorn. Thank God for everybody, really. You've climbed to the top of the mountain. Now it's time to start your journey for real, and that's what I feel these two cards are saying. You have the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is about following your heart. Now, you have three queens. One thing I will say about three queens is that we need to be very careful of people who are talking about us. And the best thing to do during Mars retrograde, which we have Mars retrograde in your opposite sign, Cancer, right now. It will be going direct February 23rd, but will be in the shadow until like April 30th. So I would say that if there are people talking about you, it's free attention, right? It's great. So right here, we go up to the sun. And I would just soak that attention up and I would completely ignore it. And ultimately, I would just worry about what is in front of you. Worry about just moving towards your heart. You have the Three of Cups. Three of Cups can represent, again, community. I do feel that there could be a lot of abundance coming in for you if you co-create with others. Definitely something I would focus on, like finding the right people to surround yourself with, even if you can't do it physically. Again, there are plenty of people on YouTube I watch that, I consider them to be part of my team, right? I watch all their videos. There are people that talk about YouTube where every single video they watch, I try something that they talk about because they're geniuses, right? So we can have people on our team that aren't even really in our lives. And, I would make sure you're creating like a positive team around you. And yeah, that's it. With the Hermit and the Knight of Wands, you have the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles is about planting seeds in a direction. This is really about just taking the first step, kind of like making something happen in your life, or, if you have a big goal, wish or dream, just taking that first step and seeing what happens. So that's what I would do there. With the Queen of Cups, you have the Page of Wands, more adventure stuff here. Everybody's going to get adventure stuff, I think, for many years to come. We're in a time where variety is really important. The more options we can give ourselves, the better, especially in work or business, but also anything having to do with creativity or just our life in general. Like if you're not happy in your life, looking at how other people live and, implementing new habits and all that other stuff is going to be very beneficial for everyone. So I really encourage variety for everyone. With the Three of Cups, you have the Knight of Pentacles. Progress. I feel pretty good about this. Like, if progress has been slow, your progress towards your goals or towards the sun, whatever the sun is, could be speeding up, especially with the help of others, like I said. So I would be, tapping into other people's advice and just trying it. And again, we don't have to agree with anyone. My concern with the astrology moving forward is that Neptune and Aries energy, because Neptune will move into Aries. It's going to retrograde back into Pisces in like June, or it's going to start retrograding, I think, in June, and then it moves forward like December 6th or something like that. And it will retrograde back into Pisces, but basically in 2026 it'll be in Aries. And Neptune in Aries is like looking for a savior. Some astrologers consider Neptune in Pisces to be where we like look for a person who has all the answers. But really, I believe, according to Chris's crappy astrology, that once we get to that Aries energy, it'll be like people are looking for just like that one person who has all the answers, which doesn't exist. And so we have to be flexible, and we have to be willing to try things just in all areas of life. So I would stay flexible with that card. Next, in the area of the good stuff, you have this Peace and Serenity card, and you have this pearl. It says Hidden Gem. So yeah, there's like something very valuable coming in for you at this time. I feel that as an earth sign, you will be valuing peace, of course. There's many things that have happened to earth signs, I feel, over the past many years, and including Uranus and Taurus, that are really getting earth signs to create a solid foundation in life, so that you don't have to worry about chaos, basically. And so I think a lot of earth signs are hunting for peace. You have the Sun, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles. The Sun is the best card in the tarot, and it's coming up in the good stuff. So very good. Definitely makes the whole reading more positive. I feel that you need to focus on your Sun. Again, the Sun is something that's important to you. I look at the Sun as a spotlight. If there's something that you keep paying attention to, or if there's something that keeps popping into your head that interests you or fulfills you, and it could be anything, I would move in that direction, especially with that Queen of Wands. It's like the universe is calling you to make your move. And that's really what I feel here. You have the Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles is straightforward, diligent work. I like the Eight of Pentacles in the good stuff because it can say you're finally getting a result for the work that you've been doing. Eight of Pentacles is material success on the horizon. It's basically getting rewards for the work that you've already done. And I feel you've been working very hard. You're Capricorn, so, of course you are. And you could finally be getting the results for the work that you've been doing. You have the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, there's probably like a big opportunity that's being presented to you. I feel that the opportunity is coming through your attention. Like, you have to pay attention to your attention here, Capricorn, to get this opportunity, whatever it is. And I would really put the work in. With the Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles is something that is worth nurturing into existence. It's kind of interesting because I feel with this reading that for some of you, you've been looking for answers for a long time. Like, what do I do with my life? What do I want to be when I grow up, even if you're 90 years old? All that stuff is popping into my head. And it's almost like you're finally getting an answer. And so I would nurture that answer as much as you possibly can. With the Sun, you have the Lovers. Not really love reading, but it could be love coming in for you. I think you've been getting love with me for a while. It just seems like a side effect maybe in your life, Capricorn. Like, if you're on your purpose, then absolutely you could be attracting something solid into your life. We have like a lot of choice cards here. The Queen of Diamonds, this card here as well, can represent picking the new path. So I feel new paths, new adventures would be a good idea for you. Yeah, damn. With the Eight of Pentacles, you have the Ten of Pentacles. Really good. Ten of Pentacles is everything you want and desire in your life. So you could really be, building a very solid foundation in your life. The Ten of Pentacles is like building and leaving a legacy, which you definitely could be doing here. So I like to see that, and it looks good. With the Ace of Pentacles here, you have the Devil, you showing up, especially in the good stuff. This would just be your energy. Whenever you show up as yourself, it puts you in a position of power and strength and allows you to get what you want from the reading. So I like it. You have this Broken Ring card. It says parting of the ways, either in romance or business. You are in a time of change, so I think you are just making a lot of changes in your life, and there are things you're leaving. Ten of Swords, Queen of Swords, you're clear on the things that you need to leave behind. These could be habits, people, places, things, whatever. And I feel you're putting yourself in a better position. And again, this reading is really saying you're putting yourself in a better position. You have this Horseshoe card. It says good luck on it. Definitely could be more luck coming in for you, which is great. I would be taking advantage of anything that feels lucky as well, because it probably is. You have this Gong card. It says an exciting event. There could be some excitement. It is an exciting reading. It's very positive. We have the Sun here, so there could be a lot of excitement. You have this dog barking. It says, advice from a friend. 3 of Cups. I think that, those really quality connections are where the best advice is going to come from. So I would be really, kind of creating that tribe of mentors or whatever you want to call it. I would be creating that for yourself, even if you aren't physically with those people. That seems to be something that's going to really guide you. You have the star card. It says guaranteed success, whatever you're thinking about with that sun card. So with the Queen of Wands and the sun, whatever you are being guided towards is the thing that is going to make you the most successful. So that looks freaking amazing, Capricorn. I love this reading for you. Very good. So thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your week.